Hey everyone, today we're going to take a look at this. What is this, you may ask? Well, let's open the box and find out. Cut into the box, bubble wrap, and here it is. Man, this is pretty heavy for the size of the box. It's got some pretty good weight. So here it is. This is the Tronsmart Element Force waterproof Bluetooth speaker. It says IPX7 waterproof. So you can pause that and read it for yourself right there. And that's the whole reason why I got this one is because it's more rugged and waterproof. So whereas this A Smile is probably strictly more of a home theater home Bluetooth speaker system. And the 9 bass, you could take it out. It's pretty rugged, but even the 9 bass, it doesn't have any IP ratings for for water resistance or anything like that. And that's why I got this. And for the size, I mean, it's got 40 watts of power. So let me just take out this plastic. I had to take out the plastic so that there's no glare coming through on this camera. So you already seen the front, so the sides, really nothing much. You got a QR code right there. It'll probably take you to the product page. And here is the back where it shows you some of the specs. So as you can see, it says it right here, Element Force. Now there was another Element, but I don't think it was the Force. I think it was like the Element. It was another Element, and it didn't have the waterproofing or the toughness, ruggedized feature as this one. So here are some of the features. You can pause that, read it for yourself. IPX outdoor wireless speaker, up to 15 hours, supports NFC, and I believe this has a Bluetooth 5.0, I think. So let's just get it out of the box so we can see what is included in here. So opening up the box, here's the speaker itself, wrapped in some eco plastic, and there's some like styrofoam on the sides of the box to protect it from impact or shock, just in case the box is like thrown around. And then in here, in this little box, is probably your manuals and your accessories. So let's see what we get. Okay, you got your 3.5 cable, male to male, and then you got your USB charging cable right here. And look at this, it's USB-C. So that is cool right there. Now, a lot of you guys, when you see some of these reviews and they're like, oh man, it's USB, micro USB, why couldn't it be USB-C? The reason why you want USB-C instead of micro USB is because with USB-C, it doesn't matter which way you plug it into your device. You can plug it in either way because it's symmetrical. Where's that USB-C? So you don't have to worry about like messing up your port because you plugged it in the wrong way. USB-C, it doesn't matter. You can go this way, and it'll still be plugged in properly, so that you don't hurt your port or mess up your USB micro USB port on your device. And then, man, this manual is hard to come out. Okay, so here's the manual right there. Tronsmart user manual, and in English and other languages. So it's a pretty thick manual for a little Bluetooth speaker like this. Let's just get all these put aside and look at the speaker itself. Oh, and one more thing. Here's your Tronsmart warranty card. I believe the warranty is for 1 year, but I'll put it in the review when we do the full review on this sucker. So let's just put all of this stuff aside and look at the speaker itself. So 40 watts off of this little speaker right here, and it's pretty weighty. I would say it weighs like 3, maybe 4 pounds. I'm gonna compare it to my A Smile right here, and you can see the difference in size. So the A Smile, as you can see, is way bigger and a lot wider and longer in every dimension that you could think of. Now this A Smile also has NFC pairing right there. The thing with this Tronsmart, like I said, it has 40 watts of power in such a little speaker. For reference, the 9 bass has like, I think 40 or 35 to 40 watts. Okay, so here is our 9 bass. This thing has like, I believe 35, 40 watts, maybe 50, I'm not sure, but no more than that. Okay, the A Smile has 56, 60 watts when it's wireless. The A Smile has 56, 60 watts of power when it's wireless. When you plug it in, when you plug this in and it's plugged in to the power, to to its power source, or to the to an outlet, this thing will get even louder. It'll get up to 125 watts of peak wattage. And then this thing right here is 40 watts. For this little thing is almost as loud, or maybe even, yeah, just as loud as this big 9 bass right here. That is crazy. And it is more rugged and more durable. And on most things that are like waterproof, most Bluetooth speakers that I've read on the internet that are waterproof, they sound kind of muffled. They don't have a wide soundstage because of that waterproofing that they had to do. So we're going to find out how good this sounds. Let's put these other speakers aside and just focus on the Tronsmart with a little walkthrough. I'm assuming, yeah, this is the front right here, and you could see the drivers right through the grill, and the grill feels almost like metal, but it's not. It's probably going to be plastic. All of this is probably going to be plastic, because if you want to make it waterproof, I don't know if you want to build out, have the parts like the screws here in this frame to be metal, because, and as you guys know, anything metal that you put in water is going to corrode over time or rust. And then so this is probably all plastic, but it's a very hard and very like tough plastic. And most people, when the first Samsung phones came out, and the Note and everything like that, and they said, oh, Samsung has You know, their phones are all out of plastic, and they feel cheap compared to Apple. Now Samsung and all these manufacturers, all your phones are made out of glass. But if you want something tough and ruggedized, you're gonna make them out of plastic. Even bulletproof, those riot shields are made out of plastics, and some bulletproof windows are made out of plastic, really hard plastic. So up top here is all your controls. As you can see, you got, this is probably power, and what is that M? I don't know what the M is. And then you got your minus button, which is probably, that's weird. The minus button is probably for volume, and then play, and then volume up and EQ. And I don't know if you guys can see this part right here. That's probably for NFC, is what I'm thinking. So the M is probably because this Bluetooth speaker, it also takes micro SD cards. So you don't even have to pair it to your phone. You just put in a micro SD card and it'll play music off of a micro SD card. Right here in the back is the cover for your ports. And so let's open it up. And I don't have no fingernails, so here you go. There's your micro USB port, and see, here is the micro SD card slot and your 3.5 stereo jack, or yeah, 3.5 cable jack right there. So if you guys want to put this into the water with you, take it to the water or the pool with you, make sure this rubber seal is closed all the way. And then here on the bottom is your mandatory, model numbers and things like that, serial number, all the tests, whatever that they've done. And that is pretty much the walkthrough right there. Oh, here on let's say from here's the front, this on the left or right is a little like carabiner, a little D-ring where you can hang it onto something. Maybe you can hang it up to a clip. And that is pretty much it right there. So we're gonna pair this NFC style, and let's see how easy that is, and then end the unboxing and then do the review. Okay, so since I'm recording with my Note 9 right now for this unboxing, I will record with the Panasonic later on for the review. We're just gonna try to pair it up with my Note 4, and this might be a better type of actual, like, most people don't have the latest smartphones. Some people are probably still holding on to their Note 4s or older phones. So let's see how quickly this can pair up with that. So we're gonna power it on, and right there it powered on, and I'm just gonna NFC pair it. I think this is where the NFC is. Here you go, see, it already did it. Pair Bluetooth device. Oh my gosh, I missed it. It just said it. It just popped up. Where'd it go? It just asked me if I wanted to pair it, and I missed it because I was too busy talking to you guys. As you guys can see here, I don't even have Bluetooth turned on, but it was pairing through NFC, and I missed it. Let me see. Let's try this again. I'm going to turn it off. We're going to turn it back on and try this again. Where is the NFC? Okay, let's try this again. I restarted my phone and turned off the speaker and turned it back on so we can find where, there it goes, see, right there. And let's pair it. So it does work through NFC, and it probably would have been faster with Bluetooth, but I just wanted to see how it is with NFC. So now I think we're connected right there. We are connected, as you can see in connections. As you can see right there, it says Tronsmart Element Force. So we are connected. So it does connect via NFC. Now, one thing I forgot to mention, this speaker has that 2 LED lights. It has this power LED right here, and then there's a blue LED right there for your EQ. And depending on which EQ setting you have, it'll light a different color. So I think by default, the LED is not on. And there's 3 different EQ settings here. You have an extra bass setting, a 3D setting, and then a flat setting. So default is a extra bass. And so that is it for the little unboxing. I'm going to use this Bluetooth speaker for about a week, and then I'll have the review for you guys. I'm gonna put it through the paces. I'm gonna actually take it into the water with me, into the pool, and we'll see just how good is that IPX7 rating, if it's valid or they're just, you know, making it up. So that is it for the unboxing. Stay tuned, and I'll see you for the review. Okay, so first part of this review, let's talk about ease of use. If you don't know certain functions, or if you want to learn certain functions, how easy are they? On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to say on this one a 7, maybe an 8. Okay, 7 or 8 being because some of these are self-explanatory, some of them are not, and so you have to go through the manual. But when you do have to find something out or learn how to use a certain function, the manual will explain it if you look at the manual. And you can also go to Tronsmart's website. They do have a website, so you can also download the manual through the website if you lost it or, you know, threw it away. Let's start with the back right here, and it's pretty self-explanatory. Let me zoom in real quick. So first off, if you're going to use this in water, make sure this seal or this gasket is all the way closed. And as you can see in the front of the gasket, it says Type C, micro, SD, and then line in. So it lines up to describe what those are. Here's your line in for your, you know, if you want to connect it to a whatever you want to listen to, whether it's your smartphone or like your computer or laptop. Here's your micro SD card slot right here, and there's your USB-C port right there. So it's pretty easy and self-explanatory on that part. The part where you might want to have to refer to the manual is when you need to learn the functions here on these buttons. First off, these buttons, if it's darker, they're hard to see. Right now there's plenty of light, so you can see them pretty good, but when it's dark, you can't barely see them. I wish they would have probably made them a little bit bigger, or maybe like have more feel to it, so you can feel. I mean, you can't feel them right now. Like you could say, you know, by feeling, this would be a power amp. You could feel this and go like that. You go, okay, this is a volume down. There's a triangle right here. This is but you know, some people won't know that. Here's an EQ right here. There's your NFC pairing right here. And here's another ease of use, and real good on this one is it does pair very easily. There's 2 ways to pair. As you can see, previously I paired it with my Note 4 through NFC, and you can pair it the regular way by scanning with Bluetooth. and this is where the M comes in. The M, you can connect it by pressing the M, and it'll scan for devices to connect to. So like I said, the M is the one that's the hardest to figure out. So the M, you can use it for pairing to another Bluetooth device or make it search for a Bluetooth device. And you could also press this M button for you can press this M button to switch to either to where your music is going to be played. If you want to use it to play through the SD card or through your smartphone, that's what the M is for. If you long press this more than 8 seconds, it resets the whole your whole speaker. Let's say like something's wrong, your speaker's not working properly. You just press this for like 8 seconds, and it'll reset your Bluetooth speaker. So that's what that M button is for. The power button is used for, obviously, to turn your Bluetooth speaker on and off. But if you long press this, it's also a voice assistant. The volume down button, self-explanatory, it's volume down. If you just, hit it for a second. If you long press this, it'll go back a track. This, of course, is play pause. If you press it while the music is playing, it'll pause it. If you press it again quickly, it'll, play the music. Press it again quickly, it'll pause the music. The plus button, press it quick, it raises the volume. You long press it, it skips to the next track. Now we get to the EQ. The EQ button, there's 3 EQ settings. The default is extra bass. With the extra bass setting, there is no LED. When you hit it once, it'll go to 3D sound mode, and there's a blue LED. If you hit it again with the white LED, it'll go to just like a flat profile, flat sound profile, and the music is not as loud when it's at that other setting with the white LED. They call it like flat or EQ setting, something like that. Anyways, again, the power button is to turn the power on, so let's turn it on. And you see the blue LED right there. And if I have this all the way up, right there, the volume is all the way up. And so I usually always do that. I'll turn the volume all the way up on the speaker, and then I'll just control the volume through my smartphone. So we're gonna do a little test right now for the voice assistant. Okay, so to activate voice assistant, you're just gonna tap this once it's powered on. What is the weather?
Currently in Bonita, it's 73 and partly cloudy. The forecast tonight is 72 and partly cloudy.
What is the nearest theater close to me?
I found a couple movie theaters near you.
So that's your assistant, and that's enough with that. Let's go test out some sound. So right now my Bluetooth, the Tronsmart, is about a foot away from me, as you can see right there. Or not see. Wait, that didn't sound right. Not see. Okay. So I did test this Tronsmart with movies so far, watching movies. I've tested it both through Bluetooth and through plugged through the back with the auxiliary or the 3.5 millimeter connection, and so far so good. When you have it plugged in, whether you have it plugged in to the device that you're listening to or you're wirelessly connected, makes no difference. The sound quality is still the same for both of them. And here's another good thing. When it's plugged in or it's not plugged in to a device, or it's connected wirelessly or connected with the auxiliary connection, the 3.5, the EQ settings still work whether your device is plugged in or not. So that's pretty cool also. I'm gonna just give you guys a few samples of how it sounds like with some royalty free music and maybe some movie trailers or some scenes from a movie that you guys might see if you guys recognize the movie. First up, let me give you guys a good example of how it sounds. Okay, so I'm going to play some royalty free, like it says, free hard bass, no copyright. Okay, so first I'm going to be at 50% volume, then I'm going to turn it all the way up. Okay, so now I'm gonna turn the volume all the way up. So as you guys can see, it gets pretty loud, very loud. I couldn't even I'd have to yell through the music or try to yell through the music for you guys to hear my voice when it's playing at full volume. Okay, so now we're gonna do some sound test with a movie clip. First at 50% volume and then at full volume. Let's see if you guys will recognize or know the movie. Let me know in the comments, or if YouTube recognizes the movie clip. So first at 50% volume and then at 100% volume.
Me neither. I'm gonna see you at the office. In the sky. You're my Tom Cruise.
And you're my Kristen Dunst. Kirsten?
Sorry I'm late. There was a bunch of handy, capable children stuck in a tree, and I had to... You're right. I was fighting a caped badass.
Okay, so that was at 50%. Now I'm going to turn it all the way up.
His mom is named Martha, too.
No.
You got me. I was rounding up all the gluten in the world and launching into space where it can't not hurt us ever again.
Try again.
Diarrhea? We can't be sure till I get the suit off, but all signs point to yes. Traffic?
Kiss me like you miss me, Red.
Well, come here.
Okay, so that was at full volume. One thing we haven't tested, and actually you haven't heard, is how the different EQ settings sound. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So we're going to zoom in a little. And wow, I guess I had it at 3D sound. That's what because I was watching a movie on this last, so I put it on 3D sound, and the 3D sound does sound best for, you guessed it, watching movies. Okay, we're going to play the same bass heavy royalty free music, hard bass beat, and we're going to go through the different EQ settings. So right now we are at hard, or the extra bass EQ setting, because there's no LED, no blue LED, no LED, so we're on the extra bass setting. Now, again, no LED means it's at the default extra bass setting. A blue LED means it's on 3D sound, and then the white LED means it's at a flat setting, neutral setting. So as you guys can see, the EQ does work, and it does give it a different sound. And the cool thing about this EQ setting is sometimes even on tracks or certain music, like if you're listening to heavy bass or hip hop music, then you're just going to leave it at the default extra bass setting. Sometimes when I listen to like other types of music, like say something with slow songs or something with a voice, with the person like really singing, like let's say shoot, I don't know, Mariah Carey, Celine Dion or something, or if you're watching movies, you would put it on the second EQ setting, which is the 3D sound, and it does make a difference. There you can see there's like, or hear the difference in stereos or separation and everything like that with that 3D sound. And then the last setting, the white LED with the flat or neutral sound, I really don't even use that at all, period. But some people might want to use that setting. I just don't. I'll toggle between the extra bass section or the extra bass EQ setting and then the 3D sound setting, depending on like movies or the type of music. So that rounds up the sound quality test or part of the review. Okay, with this being Bluetooth 5.0, this is Bluetooth 5.0. Although on some websites or some reviews it says it's Bluetooth 4.1 or 4.2, that's probably on the older ones. As of right now, at least from what I've been reading through their website, it's Bluetooth 5.0. And there's no aptX on this. They don't have the aptX codecs. They do have all the other codecs. And watching movies with your device, I did not experience any latency or audio lag on this speaker. And let me just show you. Maybe we can go through YouTube and it'll play a commercial so that we can test out the audio lag issue or whatever. Let's see. Okay, I'm just going to play a little commercial. That way you guys could see if there's any audio lag. I don't know how it's going to play out through the camera, but we'll find out.
The new Galaxy Note 9 has more power than you need. Until this happens.
Flight 291 has been delayed.
And you need to find one of those. And those guys have all the plugs and... oh, well, there you go. needs a terabyte of storage. Unless...
I think it's cool. Yeah?
We got it?
No.
Right. But why have a remote control for a phone? Oh, that's why. And speed only matters if you just got the file. And it's huge. And the doors are closing. Come on. Faster. Got it. The new Galaxy Note 9. It's got more power than you need. Until you need it.
I don't know if that was the best way to show, because I didn't want to play any like real movie scenes, because I don't want it getting flagged for copyright issues. But as you can see there, and from what I've experienced, there is no audio lag or latency with this Bluetooth speaker, even though there's no aptX. But it does, like I said, have all the other codecs for you, and it is Bluetooth 5.0, and it has a thing called TWS mode, which is like it's probably like true wireless stereo. That's probably what that stands for, where you have this, and you can buy, if you have two of these devices, you can pair them in TWS mode. But you can also use your Note 9 or your Galaxy Note or your Galaxy S9, S10 with what Samsung has on their devices with Bluetooth 5.0 devices called dual audio. So you can pair it with another speaker that isn't even the same one through dual audio. The only thing is that sometimes there is a delay between the two speakers, so it sounds like an echo. But yeah, so that is it for the sound quality. So I'm gonna go take this to the pool, and we're gonna test out waterproofing, water resistance. So we will see you there in a little bit. Okay, we are here to test the waterproof ability of the Tronsmart. Okay, we're testing the waterproof ability of the Tronsmart Bluetooth speaker Element Force. I'm gonna play you music and see if it'll still play. Aha! Look. One thing I forgot to mention is make sure you have this port closed, because if it's not, then water is going to get into this gasket right here. Make sure that gasket is closed. And this dog keeps barking because he doesn't like me going in the pool. But there you go. Let's do that again. If there's sound. Lost connection when you're in the water. It's still playing.
You're listening to Red.
Okay, so we tested the waterproof ability. Now let's check the connectivity range and how loud it is outdoors. So I'm gonna just go from this end of the pool. I'm gonna walk it all the way to that end right there. All right, so let's play some music. You hush. It still sounds pretty loud. Whoa, almost hit the ladder. Okay, so I'm here on the other end, and you can still pretty much hear it. It's loud. I could even walk here to the other side. Here, walk away from it. Let's see how far I can get. Oh, I want to step here in the dirt. Let's start walking back. Okay, so after that pool experience, just gonna rinse out my Transcend from the chlorinated water of the pool. Just clean it up like that, and we're good to go. Still playing though. Still playing. Getting back to connectivity, I also was able to connect and pair this Tronsmart Element Force with my Windows 10 PC with no issues, and also to my Sony Smart TV without any issues. So it connects to other devices very easily too via Bluetooth. So that is our look at this Tronsmart Element Force. I've had it for quite a while now. I first got this during the beginning of summer, and now it's almost winter time, and it's still going great. It has an excellent and rugged build quality, so you don't have to worry about dropping it, or when you take it around with you, especially outdoors, that you're going to have any problems with the elements and things like that. And that's exactly why I got this, is because of those ruggedized features of this Bluetooth speaker. The fact that it also sounds really good for its size, and it gets really loud for its size, are added bonuses. I mean, there are so many hit list of features on this Bluetooth speaker that I almost missed to mention. The bottom has these 4 rubber feet that I forgot to mention. But if you're playing songs with very, very, very heavy bass, the speaker can vibrate and it will move every now and then. And maybe that's a con on that front. But maybe some people like that, because the fact that it has that much bass for a little speaker, that it will move around. The little rubber feet does not hold them as well. So this little speaker has already got a bunch of reviews online, so I'm pretty late to the party. It's got a Tech Hype Editor's Choice Award, as you can see, and so I'm not the only one that that this is a really good speaker. It's got all kinds of features, like I said, for the price. You got Bluetooth 5.0. It's got a voice assistant. It's got a very long playing time. The whole time I've had it, I've never had issues with battery running low. You can connect two of these same speakers for what they call true wireless stereo. It's got the equalizer with all the different the settings for bass, and there's different ways to connect it with NFC or Bluetooth. It's got multiple drivers, and you don't even have to connect it to Bluetooth. You can also just put in an SD card and use your own music or playlist that you have on your SD card to play music. So it's very, very feature packed. So in summary, there are only two cons that I can think of with this Bluetooth speaker. And the two cons are, number one, the buttons. I wish the buttons would have been easier to fill out, maybe make them bigger and more easier to see, especially when it's dark, because the buttons don't light up. And then at full volume, like depending on the quality of your MP3 files or movie files, when you're playing at full volume, it can get a little distorted. But those are the only two cons that I can think of at the moment. But there's so many more pluses to this speaker, like Bluetooth 5.0. I had no issues with latency when I was watching movies with either my smartphone, my Windows computer, or my Sony TV. And it's got great connectivity range. It gets loud enough, like I said, for its size. And it's very rugged and durable. You're not going to worry about this speaker breaking down anytime soon. It's got a 12-month warranty, and if you register it online, you get 12 months plus 6 months when you register it through Tronsmart's website. So this is the Tronsmart Element Force. You can get it on Amazon for $53.99, at least at the time of my review. And if you guys are interested in getting this, please use the link in my description, as it does help out my channel and my charity. And also follow me on Instagram at The Workout Geek for all the latest happenings and good workout tips. So that is it. This is the Tronsmart Element Force. Highly recommended. Very good speaker. So if this video has informed and entertained you or helped you out in making your purchasing decision, please like and subscribe. Take care, everybody, and we will see you soon for more videos. Have a great day.